Good morning, honorable teacher. Good morning, distinguished guests, Mr. David McPhee, and all my classmates. Today we are here, 5 members, to present you about Buddhism and Sufficiency Economy. In fact, this subject is quite hard for us, but we try our best. We hope our presentation you will like and enjoy. Thank you. So I invite now my friend Tihado-san. Let us start. First him introduction and his subject to talk to you on. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Firstly, let me say respect three members, and then I would like to say my teacher and then our guest, invited guests here, all my classmates here. Today, our presentation topic is sufficiency economies. I think that is so quite hard for us, for some people to clearly understand, but we try hard to explain this bodies and sufficiency economies. I believe that always make use to improve your understanding how and difference bodies economies, bodies and sufficiency economies. Firstly, let me discuss my topics, this policy and sufficiency economies. First one is Dalai Lama. He is only the leader of the Tibet and Buddhism. He explains these policy economies. There are many some of countries and worse. Some countries are the rich countries, poor countries. Especially the rich country is developers more in technology. Sometimes they have some problems with economies. He explained like this why economy is difficult for other countries. He explained it because of the economy crisis. Difficulty is concerned with desires. So two desires and then or speculation. Speculation is like only when ideas don't think about and truth. That is why that is also big for economics problems, economics crisis. And another one is offering and offered police. But he mentioned that this Dalai Lama mentioned that according to policies, this problem is ocean conditions. Ocean condition, there is ocean concern with or effect. Ocean condition, that is why sometimes problem is so strong desire and then speculations. We have to know about this situation, about the problem, because of these problems to be solved by video understandings. And that other part is how he displays. He has a bicycle body. He is an American Theravada Buddhist monk. He was born in New York. He is right now is 50 Buddhist and to people Americas. He is right now is Asian Canada. Yes. Right now is the second president of the Buddhist society or obligations. How he explained how the Buddhism he explained like this. There are many suttas means many stanza Buddha mentions like this. Some people is very poor that make us to follow in better moralities. Such like this, such this stanza like the very poor in me, This standard is stealing, alliance, or murdering, slandering, that make it easy for poor people. So Buddha mentioned like this, so we have to, Buddha mentioned, Buddha teach good ways for not only for Muslims but also all people to practice giving. Giving is like the policy economy, is current policy economy. Promote your economy is which will be good. Like this, to support the poor, to give our country is that is also our current policy and make your good life. And also here, there are current policies in Buddha and give the people who want to make a business, people and workers, people and rich people. He must need to follow these rules, current policies. First one, we have to need good friends. Good friend make it like this educated person. Educated person can give you good advice how to make your business to be the best. So first stage you have to meet good friends. And second time he needs only security. Security means if you become rich people, you have to make protect your qualities. And third one is you have to need balance livelihood. Balance livelihood because you must need to take care after you become wealthy rich people. You have to consider what you should do, what you should do. You have to probably use your income. And then Buddha said, if you want to be rich people, you have to know, don't follow in bad ways. You must do, and good ways, you have to follow the right livelihood. Right livelihood has the current body size divided here four in groups. Because when he requires to be at qualities, avoid no violence. The second one, he must need to be qualities and no better ways. Better way make people is good bad suffering. You have to do you follow this and better way when you want to be quality best. And that one is you have to need or require qualities to know about imbalance. The last one is you have to need to be qualities or whether religious or way and whether the government like some way how to do business. So that is the good way and business to follow. That is the right way for people who want to be a quality or rich man and business. I think that is enough for me. So I want my experience to what present another in each province.
Thank you, all my friends. Thank you, Dihano-san, to have a present here. Okay. First of all, I would like to introduce our group, its member. Venerable Bhante Shuvash, I am Bhante Shuvash, and Venerable Bimala, and Venerable Meti, and Venerable Singh Mama. So we have 5 members. So first of all, our member Dihano-san talk about the one idea that had given by the Dalai Lama on the conversation about money and politics. While he was U.S. At the time of 1998, 1999, he thought on this conversation that it is finding a connection between economics and altruism is very difficult, most difficult. But we must and we should. Because when you have kindness, when you have economics, we connect together and then we can be prosperous. We can have a sufficiency. This is the idea that we listen from Dalai Lama. And second one is Bhikkhu Buddhi. He is a famous monk. Since when he was very young, he became monk. Right now, he as a monk become Mahachara. More than 40 more years has been monk. He is living in Vancouver, but he wrote a lot of books, and still now he helps to the people, not only in the Asia but also Africa. And several countries he contributed for the Buddhism. And he thought that without Buddhism we don't have ethical ethical economics, because people make money without any moral, without any ethical order. So he focused that ethical order is very important as well. Thank you. I would like to Kyosin Singh Mama to present about the T.A. Payato. He's a famous Thai monk. What he talk about the economics. We will listen from Kyosin Singh Mama. Hello.
First of all, our teacher, good morning to all of them. So today I talk about the Ajahn Hayoto. He has discussed the Buddhist economics in his middle of the way. For the marketplace the ways are intensive, including ignorance, tanhan, and livelihood. So our topics today, Buddhist jobs and sufficiency economies. So sufficiency economies. So modern economics and Buddhism, what does the agree that the that making has unlimited in the world? Because as the Buddha said, there is not everyone like the craving. Everyone can sometimes tell their part, but the one of the humans being, they can never be different. So even if money were to fall from the sky, like the rain, the man shouldn't desire the all not to be unsatisfied. Abundance also the said that even if one was basically it transfer of single mountains into the mountains of solely to go into the world, still not provide and complete. And lastly is the satisfaction, the one and the person. So how the people not satisfied on the one understand this meaning is that I want to not enough with the one. So this is the today understand I want to do that. This is the computer. So understand today understand and tomorrow I think that this is the I have to so enough. So not just enough not enough don't have to so that is the entity. There is understand and numerous teachings in the Buddhist and tradition and describing that unlimited nations of humans one. That is understand. Thank you to all of the thank you all.
Okay, thank you for the presentation, Mama. First of all, actually, T.A. Payato, a famous monk. In this point, I would like to say he is the most powerful and knowledgeable monk in the Thailand ever. So he has been teaching in the several countries, even Oxford, Open University, Buddhist studies, many universities he has taught, and still now he lives in the Thailand and help to the propagate the Buddhism in Thailand, help Thailand. And this monk is a famous monk on this Buddhist studies and teaching of the Buddha. According to his thought that the tanha, the desire, the livelihood, and the ignorance, avidya, three things mixed together. Because when people go to income, people have ignorance. Because people have intention to make money. So there is no observation what Buddha thought about livelihood. In fact, we should know as a Buddhist. And on the other hand, people make money for what? Even though he has enough, people have enough, but still they would like to make money more. The point is that people have tanha, what? is about the desire. Okay, so ignorance, the people don't care about the life. Restlessly people making money. This is the ignorance. Don't give the time. What about the life? What about the understanding with the solvency that both are up? And the people make money for what? Because they have tanha or desire. And they have no idea about the livelihood. So, Priya Payuto, Taimang, Tong to the people. Hello people, you must understand like this. Because if you are Buddhist, you should be like this. So, he mentioned there are numerous teachings describe the nature of human wants is unlimited. He described like this. So, I invite now my friend, Taimang, my most very friend, Parameti, we are here to listen you from about Buddhism and Sufficiency. What the King Bhumibol mind talk about?
Thank you very much. Today I like to talk about sufficient economy of by King Bhumibol. Before I talk about the sufficient economy, I need to give the background of economy. Economic began in the modern society. After the Industrial Revolution in England, this problem are about the results. The result have to limit, but people need to more. This is a big problem. Adam Smith, the father of economics, made the idea to use the result. They have one idea, the heart of economy, that is make a choice. For example, when you stay in your temple and you want to come here, you have the choice. You can come to here by walking or ride the car. You should have only one choice. Another choice you don't use it, we call opportunity cost. You see? Anything in your daily life, you want to make the choice in your life. This is the heart of economy. You see the big problem of economy. The sound have to limit, but the people need more and more because it's silence. The King Bhumibol make the idea is in the middle way or sufficient of economy. There can help people to be simple life. There are three main ideas. The first, enough to your life. You should to know how many you can use resolve. You would to know the limit of your life. For example, if we have the food on the deck and we are hungry, we want to eat the food, right? And we take the food more and more and more. We don't know how many limit to our life. After we eat, we can eat a little. Don't put demand and make the waste. We cannot do it. Finally, we choose to help. Another lesson. We should to consider about the result. If we don't consider, we cannot use benefit food. For example, if we have the money 100 baht and we don't know how can use the money, we always use buy alcohol or pay the cable. This is not benefit for our life. Therefore, we should to have the consider for make a choice. Finally, humanity. I mean, if we should to protect ourselves and the result. For example, if we don't protect the result, we take more the wood in the forest until disappear on the world. That makes the earth hot, right? And food. If we protect the result of, we can stop the bad situation in the future. I try to read for you. Brief in all of the idea. Sufficient economic by Bhumipol King can make people live in harmony with nature and make others to be happy, or like the way of Buddhism, with the way of life. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mehdi, and thank you, my friend. The Lama Knight, Bhumipol Adulyadej, is the king of Thailand and most famous and respected king of the Thai history of the world. And you know, he has the idea that about the Buddhism and Sufficiency Economy is all about the moralization. It's one of his the principles about neither lack or no excess. Okay, so try giving control the circumstances. It is talking about the middle way, definitely. When we go to talk about the neither lack nor excess, that means the middle way. So the king, his economics moralization is the middle way that Buddha had taught. Eightfold path, livelihood, he follow like this. So that's all, my friend. And I invite my friend Obimala from Myanmar. So I invite him to talk about the King Bhutan, who has a good idea right now. So we would like to listen to him.
Thank you so much for inviting. Actually, asking me, I said communication of our communication. So our class, so I have to talk today. My topic is my topic is Bhutan country, about Bhutan country. So I have to talk actually a short Bhutan country situation. I have to talk actually. So we will have to know Bhutan Canadian country, most population, over 600,000 people. There's a life Bhutan country. So they are Vajrayana Buddhism. Second religion, Hinduism. So there's country 10,000 soldier who are volunteer but they don't have duty. So there's country no railway station. There's Bhutan country no have the railway station, railway post, airway post, and not navy. So I have to talk. Actually, Bhutan also not drug food, and there are also hundreds drugs countries like other countries. So, and our Bhutan people and Bhutanese people, they are very happy and the war I country people, because they are very happy people. And then there's agriculture's production, very fast, second reparted in the world. So they are very happy. Buddhist people have always taken a unique products to everything. Buddhists aspires many around the world to bless happiness, prosperity to each of the individual head of economic wealth. This basic premise. The true development is one, maturity and spiritual development complement each other and highlight about the physical and mental well-being of individual. So, as measures for the chemistry of gross national happiness is more important than the gross national product is what does not necessarily bring happiness to people. Our philosophical mission maintaining GNI. The GNI is main GM gross and national happiness generate greed and the rest yet create more responsibility to as a Buddha to ensure that we don't lose this species uniquity and purpose civilized for country. So GIS covers 4 pillars: conservation of environment, equitable and sustainable development, God, conservation and the preservation of the culture. So for other examples, there's basis, there's products, there are bridge, not electronic, they have not battery electronics. Their ground and what they call and other people. Their country is this country have a lot of forests. Bhutan country is situated in Himalaya mountain. So other example I have to talk because Japanese country. So they are now in second rich country in the world because they are South Korea and North Korea between their economic policy or the change. So there later this country a lot of emperor's economies. So why this emperor? Because their economy is very big power, and then the Japanese people they are very hard their economic system. So this is why now Japanese country is a very powerful economic country. So otherwise, why Buddhist country, Buddhist people, why they are happy? So they are Buddhist people because they want to be happy than development economies. So another because they are high priests, because they are Buddhist people, they are follow high priests, and other way I forgot right? We call Bali means Tamaditi, Tamasangapur, right, live to right, and like this. So they are followed the policy rule. This is why Buddhist people there's economists GP now 3.51, I think, yes, economists. So they are happy, and then they are followers policy rule. This is why they are happiest country, smallest country. So my presentation finished. Thank you, all my friends. Thank you, my teacher, for my teacher.
Thank you for our opening, Mama. So all my friends will listen. We have listening him for a few minutes about the idea of Bhutan scheme, that development of economics. The philosophy is highlight about the four things that we learn here. First is about the conservation of the environment, and second is equitable and sustainable development, and third is about the conservation of the culture, and fourth one is have a good governance, good policy. Okay. In this point is very quite different than capitalism world. When the world is going to have a more capital, there is something different that we present here. Thank you. Okay, now we going to our final. Is about my sons now to talk to you. So I am going to talk about you Buddhism and Sufficiency Economy once again. All my friends, Buddhism, we know that thought of the Buddha, and that is finally Buddhism or Buddha's philosophy. And sufficiency economy is about the solvency, enough food, enough during place to live, enough clothing, enough medicine, secondary objects and vehicles, boats, utensils, seat, and light or electricity, something like that. So this is the solvency if we have Buddhism with the solvency. Buddhism for what? Buddhism for what is, while we talk, should be like this, to have a moral, honest income, and this income should be solvency, enough food, enough during place to live, and clothing, enough medicine, enough books to read, and utensils, light or seat, something like that. So this is the Buddhism and sufficiency. So furthermore, that we have learned from teaching of the Buddha to have a life, long life. It also including sufficiency. You have money, I have money, we all have money, but we are not long time living in the world. So there is no sufficiency, no balance. So we need have a good and long life. We need also good health, like a Indrasuan, very handsome, beautiful. Okay, like this. We need. So we present Buddhism and sufficiency. We must talk the ultimate and conventional. When we talk about conventional money. So on the other hand, we should talk money plus good health, long life, and happiness. Most important thing, our strength, energy, and intelligence for use our wisdom in the right way. Buddha has given the specific advice to the lay people. What about that? Is that easy? That every people should have energy and diligence to do whatever we are doing as jobs, as a profession. Even we are farmer, we have to perform in the farming good way. Even we are businessmen or trader or any, even we are a student, we have to perform our studentship to be a good student, have a good grade. So Buddha said to the lay people, specifically some advice is one of advice to be everyone energetic and in diligence on this way. And number two, security. Security or safetyness is one of the point, second point, to take care our wealth. You know, we have money, we need to take care our, give the protection. Because without protection, we are losing our money maybe. We are losing our money. So we need, and third one, have a good friendship, with everyone. Somebody meet with a true friend, helpful friend, associate with a good friend. So our money will not go away. Our money can take care. Because good friends have a good idea to take care, to talk us and share us and helpful. And finally, fourth one is balance with livelihood. So livelihood, we know that there are 5 business we can't do. We can't do. For example, poison business. In poison, we cannot do. We cannot do alcohol business. We cannot do slavery business. Take some girls to another country and exchanging. We cannot do. And we cannot business animal business. So in this the middle way, one of the important things is for the land people to be right livelihood. And on this point, Buddha talk about the faith and confidence. Whatever we do, we need confidence and spiritual value. We must think for this life and to the next life, and to the spiritual thinking, inner peace, and generosity, helpful for the others, cooperate others, have a moral discipline and wisdom. This is the teaching that Buddha taught and go through the sufficiency of economy also. And on the other hand, here, livelihood for what? Livelihood should be income that should be legal, and should be without any violence, and should be honest and not harming income. Okay, and then Buddha also give the advice how do we spend our money, which way. We spend our money for our family, for our children, for our family use, okay? And then we can use our money to give somebody, some relative, some friend, okay? Cooperation to them and repair our dwelling place, our homes, our properties, and our vehicles, and to pay the tax to the government and pay the honor to every duties, every gods with the connection and spirituality. And then on the last one is about the offering alms food, the monks or the Brahmin, whatever we believe. And we going to summarize our Buddhism and Sufficiency PowerPoint presentation here. Okay, in this conclusion, the Buddha thought is about the sufficiency economy to everyone living in the family. There are four law about, and first one is a effort of money for the future, effort of the money using in the family, effort of the money for the generosity, effort of the money for the family. So there are 4 parts we should do, and after that, a family can have a solvency with sufficient satisfaction in this life and to the continued next generation. So, all my friends, this is our presentation. Is quite, importance for our daily life, even though we are monk. But it's important. We have to take care of our money, our property, and we have to teach people as we are monk and taking food from other people. So we should teach them what is the right, what is the wrong, and this is the right time to have a university here to get admission and learn about and go back of whatever you want and then teach everybody. So it is a great chance. Thank you everyone. Okay, we are going to finish. Okay, we are going to finish here. Okay, Sawadee-khap. And if you have any questions, please let us know.
Okay, right now, the presenter invite everyone to ask some question or comment from the audience. From Ajahn David.
Could you put up everyone's slide with the names?
Okay.
That's good. Thank you. Yes, good.
May I start for my front? The Buddha says to the beavers, the Buddha says to the beavers before the Buddha passed away. If you do the donations to someone, we will get the money benefit. just now in the Asias we have the progress and not development in the Asias, and not in the Asias and not developed many countries, but they are the Buddhist country. No country, just now no country developed in the world. Why? We can use the we can use how we can use the Buddha's way to develop in our country. How we can use the Buddha with how we can use the Buddha with to develop in Asia.
Okay. Thank you, my friend. Your question is listening to travel, but it's okay. So, in this point, Buddha, even though our presentation didn't talk about why poor Asian country or why did reach the European country, didn't talk, but I try out my best. And in this point, it's hard for me to explain because it's useless in this point to have a like this question. Okay, we need more practice. We need more to know. Asian country are poor. Definitely, I'm not sure. It's poor if no have education. We have to go through the fundamental point. If you have education, you are not poor. Okay. So Asian country poor because the reason is that they didn't cooperate with each other and they have no enough education. And governmental production, good governance is not enough, and not have ethical. And the only said part about Buddha, they don't take the test what Buddha taught. So, and in this point is not related to our topics, but I try my best. Thank you. Okay, anyone? Okay.
Good morning. I have one question. Nowadays, we heard many news whether cold war in Syria country. So, do you think sufficient economy can solve the country war problem?
Okay. For listening, for understanding everyone. Okay, my friend is quite funny. Everyone laughing here, smiling you. Okay. Okay. After my answer, maybe they also will smile me also. Okay. Let's try what happened with the economics and the war. Okay. The war or the fight amongst the country and nation and the people is quite political, even though it's related with the economy. But main thing is also religion. Fact to have a fight with each other. Okay? Economics can recover after destroy, fighting. Okay? Can recover. So the economics can have a solvency, but the stopping war is depending on the nation, depending on the between the fighting country, amongst the fighting country. So they use the money even to destroy. So there is no balance. So the Buddhist sufficiency is not focused there. No highlight. Okay. Thank you.
What?
Okay.
You need to educate in the Buddhist economics community.
how much do you need to anything in the Buddhist economics? How do you think?
Okay, go on. The king before Lama IX in the Thailand, Sukhothai king, he thought about that his moralization is one of the principles is about keeping balance, neither lack nor excess. So what he talked about that controlling the circumstances, that means middle way. Okay, how much you need? How can you know? According to Buddhism, right?
Yeah.
Yes. How much you need? You must have a knowledge. Matra jnana. It means the knowledge of the how much you need. Okay, and P.A. mentioned three things: avidya, ignorance, tanha, desires, and right livelihood. So if you are having ignorance, so you making money too much and doing something for, and then if you have desire, you more attached to this, and then when you have the right view, right livelihood, and then you may understand how much you need. Otherwise, the numerous teaching of the Buddha describes that the unlimited nature of the human wants. So human wants is unlimited, my friend. Thank you.
Okay,
Anyone?
thank you. Yes, so much. So you listen to Ajahn David for his comments, application.
I'm very interested in this topic, and I want to thank the five venerable monks for the excellent presentation. About it, bringing resources from many places and with faces of great teachers like the Dalai Lama, etc., etc. It's very, very good. And I've been thinking a lot about the economy in this country of Thailand. I know you are from many countries,